A great Sunday afternoon for baseball here, north of the border at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Estrada is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Marco Estrada, his best pitch is the straight changeup. How good is it? It's so good he'll throw it 3, 4, even 5 times in a row. Fastball's good, 88 to 91, but his bread and butter is the straight changeup, and if he has the good one, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been the best of times, Dero. They've lost the first 3 games of this set at home. And the last thing you want to do is get swept in a 4-game series. Home, you need to win this one.
Yeah, it can't happen. Can't get swept 4 games in a row on your home turf. Watch for the manager to make. He's going to make moves, and he's going to make them quick. I don't know what they're going to be pitching, hit and run. Something's happening today.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today, going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Still more like hockey weather here in Canada. 51 degrees at first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, not great. He's 1 for 8. Now the 1-1 pitch. And my gracious, that really drilled him as it rolls toward the first baseline. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting third, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Up around the face. A swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Richard looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. Second home run early in the year, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Here's big Aaron Judge. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Swing and a laser off into foul territory. Still only 1 out in the inning. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Martin is there. And that retires the side. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the first inning coming up from Rogers Center. It's now 2-0 New York. Jordan Montgomery, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, big lefty Jordan Montgomery. There's lots to like about this guy. The pride and joy of the University of South Carolina. Good, sneaky fastball, 94 to 96 miles an hour. Good changeup. His curveball has gotten better as he's gone on. This guy has a chance to be a really good pitcher for a long time. Good, clean, simple mechanics for a big guy. Repeats his delivery quite well. Has a chance to be a really good starting pitcher.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. It's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, Matty, this team is beaming with confidence right now. 3-0 on the road trip and looking for a 4-game sweep. That does not happen often in this game.
High in the air out to center field. Gardner is there. And that's the first out of the inning. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Next to bat for Toronto, Devin Travis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Hit sharply on the ground. Correas gloves it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 2-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Neil Walker. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Swing and a miss as Walker's in a hole here. No balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Walker will take the turn here and look for second now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. One-0 count. Here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Let's go.
The 1-1 home. Taken, strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball two.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
As a look, now the pitch. Sliced hard, but foul to the left.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
The 2-2 one more time. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third. Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
First pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Tulowitzki for one. On to first to complete the double play.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Here's Brett Gardner now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar's there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. On now to the bottom of the second. The Yankees lead it 3-0. Here's Randall Grichuk.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
The 2-2. Ripped on the ground to first. Walker's got it, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong arm in the outfield.
Now in the box, Yankervis Solarte. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And he misses again, 2-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
Yeah, and as we take another look at this pitch is on the outer half of the plate. The catcher doesn't know whether to backhand it or not, and it just skips off his glove for the pass ball. He'll be upset with himself about that one, no doubt.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone, count full now.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
And he fouls this one off. Hit out towards second. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. They trail in this one 3-0. Back with Major League Baseball on the show as we welcome you back to Toronto and Rogers Center. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jacoby Ellsbury. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Ellsbury has just over 100 career home runs to his credit. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Just flat out throws him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
First pitch of the at-bat. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. grounded back up the middle. And there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Gary Sanchez. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Striding in once again, Aaron Judge. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
No balls and 1 strike. And it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. Sanchez is off at first with 2 away. Ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Here now the 2-2. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Hendrys Morales, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hendrys Morales
Lays off 1-0. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Stepping in for the Jays, Russell Martin. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Missed with a slider. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder, number 11.
Ready for another chance? Kevin Pillar. First 2 men of the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that misses for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Drury gloves it, and they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first. Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
The next 0-2. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Stanton, and this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Blue Jays have cut that lead to 3-2 now.
Well, they were a lot more comfortable up 3 than they are now, only up by 1. That just goes to show you 1 pitch, 1 2-run shot, and the entire complexion of the game can change just like that.
In now, Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson.
As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1-1 count now to Donaldson. The 1-1. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. Walker has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We're through 3 north of the border. It's the Yankees 3, the Blue Jays 2. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger Giancarlo Stanton. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Skied into straightaway right. Richard on the move. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Neil Walker. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. He just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Sent on the ground out to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Digging in now for the Yankees, Didi Gregorius. Now here's the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. High in the air out to center field. Pilar's there. And the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're up 3-2. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rendell Grichuk. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. The 1-2. And another foul ball. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. On a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Pitch on the way. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Hit in the air out to left field. Stanton coming on. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Steve Pearce.
Here's Steve Pearce now. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail 3-2. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Brandon Drury.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Heading out towards shallow right. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Pierce moves over. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-0. Is a fastball looked at for a strike. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. After the break, don't go away. Troy Tulowitzki will start things off. It's the Yankees 3, the Blue Jays 2. Stepping up to the plate, Troy Tulowitzki. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Tulowitzki.
First offering on its way. Bouncer to the left side. Drury has it. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter. Henry
Digging in to try it again. Hendrys Morales. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike two. Try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Full count now for Morales.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your one-run lead.
First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. And now back to the leadoff spot for the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Takes a curveball right on the corner. 0-1 pitch on its way. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Stanton has a read on it. And that retires the side. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 5 innings complete. The Yankees lead it 3-2. Digging in to try it again, Ronald Torreyes. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Gary Sanchez will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Now a throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Yeah, baby, come on. Woo!
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Torreyes on at first, nobody out.
Up, Blue Jays.
Swing by Sanchez, and this one's soaring out into left field. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Here comes the Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Just 5 innings of work for him here, as he really never found his rhythm in this one.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 24, Danny Hart.
Aaron Judge will be the first one to greet him, as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. Ready with the 1-0. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one. No outs, nobody on. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Barnes is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
First delivery to him on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Lifted in the air to right field. Moving under it, Richard. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here's Neil Walker, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Come on, Blue Jays, let's go.
He's set and the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. The 1-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the 3rd base umpire. Ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a 3rd.
Now a hard liner, but foul.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
A bouncer up the middle. Oh, he does get to it to knock it down. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Popped up. Tulowitzki over to his right, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 5-2 New York. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Devin Travis, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
From the stretch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, taken in by Gregorius. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher. And there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Travis gets his lead at first, nobody out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is on the move, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Randall Grichuk head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's 1 for 2. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way in front of that fastball. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Ready once again, Yankees Solarte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-0. High and deep to straightaway right. Judge looks up. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these 2 clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, Hero. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense is both on.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 5-4. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in once again, Brandon Drury is 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a strike. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
Got him to go down swinging there. Brandon Drury goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. Ready for another chance? Brett Gardner. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Therefore, it is Donaldson, and there are 2 away now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jacoby Ellsbury. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. And here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The Yanks lead 1. They lead it 5-4. Leading off the inning, Troy Tulowitzki, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
A ball and a strike. The count to 2 low now. The 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gardner is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Henry.
Here's Kendrick Morales. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And he makes the throw to first. Morales is retired. 2 down now.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Russell Martin is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Here's the 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. The 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Still down to run. It's 5-4.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 36, Tyler Clippard.
Gary Sanchez will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. First pitch on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here. Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Pierce is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0-1, here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Well, you can't fault the center fielder's efforts there. He tried to track it down, but I don't think he had much of a chance to get there. His teammates will eventually help him out, but by that time, he's safely at third.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. In past history against Tyler Clippard, he's totaled 4 hits in 18 at-bats.
Let's go, Joes.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed win.
Judge takes his lead at third with 1 away. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Here's Neil Walker, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone. If you could work a couple walks, it could be the start of a big inning.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. And there to grab it is Tulowitzki for route number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Didi Gregorius. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Go, guys.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch in there, and it's 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and no one will track it down. Ready with another 0-2, and that one just missed outside.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Woo-hoo!
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Travis over to his left, and that ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Pillar. Head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's just 1 for 6.
Kevin Pillar.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 1-0. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 30, David Robertson.
Into the box, Devin Travis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Heading after it is Judge, but this will land out there just foul. Here's the 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1, here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and we are tied here in the 8th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Here's Randall Bridget. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive. Well, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Travis on second. Donaldson at first with no outs. Line toward the gap in left center. And that is down for extra bases as that ought to plate the go-ahead run and maybe another. He pulls into third safely as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Hero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with guys in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through, and that's exactly what he did.
1-0 the count.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Now the 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home was offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here as it'll remain second and third, but with one away now. Here's Steve Pierce now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. Runners are at second and third with one down. Bold strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Stanton looking up. Gone! So a 3-run blast is straight away left. First home run of the campaign for him as they open up a 4-run lead. Come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Now pitching for New York, number 57.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. There's a chopper foul over to the right side. 0-2 now. Green, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was selected in the 11th round back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Ready for another shot now. Hendrys Morales will swing it from the left side right here. And that misses, ball 1. Two out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two-0 count, the pitch. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
To 2-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Bombers. It's the Blue Jays 9 and the Yankees 5. Aaron Luke comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Aaron Luke.
Brandon Drury will bat next. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded to short. There to field it is Tulowitzki. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting number 11, center fielder Brett Gardner.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Brett Gardner. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. On the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Riding in once again, Jacoby Ellsbury. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. And the changeup is way low that time. 2-0 count. Here it comes. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll get under it to make the catch. And the Blue Jays are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over.
Yeah, the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. Toronto used a huge 8th inning to help secure the win. Tyler Clippard claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First was